Today is December 27th, 2021, and life honestly doesn't feel real right now. I don't know if anybody else relates to this, but Christmas just passed, and until it's the new year, these weird 6 days in between just feel like filler. Like you're living in a simulation and nothing that you do matters right now or will affect anything that happens in the world because time isn't real right now. I don't know if that's dramatic, but that's how the past few days have felt. And recently I've just been looking back on 2021 and thinking about where I was end of 2020, and I'm just disappointed in myself. I know that's depressing, and I hope I'm not the only one who feels like this, but I just thought I would do more this year. I thought I would grow as a person more. I thought that I would put more effort into my life. And it's not that I'm not grateful for what happened this year, because I'm sure I did grow in some ways and I'm just not necessarily seeing it. But I feel like I really gave my all to 2020, which is so weird because I know that was the worst year of a lot of people's lives. That was a very passion-filled, busy year for me. And then I feel like 2021, I was just floating and I wasn't fully paying attention or trying all the time. And I set these crazy expectations for myself that I definitely didn't reach. And I don't know, it's just sad and it's embarrassing to admit. And it just sucks to look back on the year and be like, definitely could have done better and definitely need to do better next year. That sucks. And I hate feeling that pressure. I don't like it. So I haven't thought about any goals or any resolutions or anything. I can't even think about that because it's just making me too sad and I'm too scared to fail again. I'm so scared to set some goal for this year or think about where I want to be at the end of the year or whatever, and then not do it and fail in front of everybody. That's my worst fear, and I hate that. But it's crazy. You really don't realize that the year is gone until it's gone. And you don't feel like you're getting older until you're looking back on the December before this one and realizing just how quickly the year went by. It really does feel like 2021 lasted 25 minutes, and it's freaking me out because I don't want another year to just pass me by again. I don't want to be dissociating and procrastinating and horribly anxious and running away from my problems. I want to be excited and I want to look back on 2022 and be like, yeah, I did so much. I don't even know what it is. I don't want to feel like a failure again. And I want to feel like an adult. I want to feel mature. I want to feel like I have my life together because I feel like every single day of my life is just me constantly trying to get my life together and it never works out. Sometimes I get it for a week or a month or whatever, and then it just falls again. And I'm just constantly in this cycle of trying and trying and trying. But on the positive side, I also do have extremely high standards for myself. I feel like I failed this year or whatever, but at the same time, I was comparing myself to some crazy thing that I theoretically could have done, but it's not necessarily realistic. I did really well this year, even though I don't feel that different as a person. I have a lot of accomplishments in 2021 that I can think of, and the biggest one was honestly just being alive, staying alive. I know that sounds silly because everyone is alive and it's not that hard for people to be alive, but I have a deeply messed up brain full of, bad thoughts and breakdowns. And looking back on where my mind went this year, I can fully say that I'm very proud of myself for just staying alive and living another year, because I easily could have just given up. And that's huge, I get down on myself and I feel like people, especially adults and, boomers and stuff, they shit on younger people so much for being dramatic and sensitive and oh, life isn't very hard, just move on. And I'm sure people are gonna think I'm silly for saying that staying alive was an accomplishment, but life is hard. And staying alive can be a literal chore every single day for some people. So I guess I just want to tell you guys that I'm here and you're here and we're all alive, and I'm proud of you guys for that. If you had a really hard time in 2021 at any point, if you just wish that you could give up on everything but you chose not to, I'm extremely proud of you and I'm happy that you're here. It's not a choice that you have to make to stay alive. You can give up at any moment. So it's a huge accomplishment that we're all still here. So now that I'm thinking about that, it has me thinking about everything in 2022 that I would have missed out on had I given up. And it's something that people often overlook because in bad times, you're always thinking about how bad it is right now and not what it might be later. But I actually have a ton of stuff that I would have missed out on had I not stuck around. For example, I'll be 22 next year. So exciting. I have a tattoo appointment on my birthday that I already scheduled. Imagine if I missed out on that. Like if I wasn't there and the tattoo artist had to cancel the appointment, that would be so sad. My best friend is graduating college next year. And so I'm gonna fly out to Ohio to see her and hang out with her and congratulate her. One of my siblings is definitely gonna have another kid. I'm moving to a new apartment in January. My dog turns 3. There's gonna be another spring, another summer, another Halloween, and another Christmas. And whether or not I change or grow or accomplish whatever it is that I wanna accomplish next year, the year is gonna happen and stuff is going to pass me by whether I like it or not. And it is going to be mostly good. Like whether I realize it or not, life is generally really good. I know that I get negative and down and scared, but even with the hard times, there's way more good times to cancel those out. And I have a lot more positivity than I have negativity in my life. And I feel like I need to acknowledge that more and be grateful for the little things. So I'm going to go through right now, just off the top of the dome, some things that I'm super grateful for or that happened this year that made me happy. Number 1, I am grateful first and foremost for all of you guys. I think I gained like 20,000 new subscribers this year, which is so amazing. That's so many people. That's like individual human beings who chose to click on my video and subscribe to my channel. And I appreciate every single one of you. And even if you didn't subscribe, even if you're just watching it right now, like I don't think you guys understand. I'm a very lonely person and I don't have a lot of friends and I don't do a lot with my life. And editing these videos, premiering them, talking to you guys while I'm filming, like it's truly one of the things that makes me happiest in life. And you guys are the outlet that I have that I wouldn't have otherwise, because I don't like to journal. My hand gets tired. I get lazy. I forget. Like this really is my journal. And these are my personal thoughts that I don't share with literally anybody else. I'm grateful for you guys and I appreciate you. And I really, really genuinely do thank you for being here. I'm gonna make a merch that says that. I'm gonna make a shirt that says thank you for being here. That's so cute. Okay, anyway, second thing I'm grateful for is the opportunity to move to LA this year, because we were able to move. We lived there for a few months and we're moving back. And honestly, like just being there is an accomplishment. And at the beginning of the year, we kind of thought it was just some crazy dream, but we actually ended up doing it, which is amazing. I'm also grateful for Tennessee. It gave me some of the best memories of my entire life early this year. I'm grateful for the few friends that I did make this year. I'm grateful for being able to go out again after being stuck inside all of 2020. And I'm grateful for not being alone the whole time. Being with Emin made things 100 times better. I'm grateful for all of my failures because they all taught me something, whether I realize it now or not. I'm grateful for my parents and my siblings. I'm grateful for Emin's parents and Emin's siblings. I'm grateful for In-N-Out Burger and Coca-Cola. I'm grateful for learning lessons and growing up and going to therapy. And I'm grateful for the people I love who remind me that life is really good. I'm happy to be here and I'm happy that you guys are here too. I hope you guys thought of some things that you're grateful for, and I hope that it made you a little bit more excited for next year and maybe a little bit more grateful for last year. I love you guys and thank you so much for being a part of my life for the past year. 2022 is gonna be really, really good. And there's also gonna be some bad parts, and you guys are sure as hell gonna see them on this channel because you know that I can't shut my mouth about the bad times in my life. So thank you again. I love you, and I'll see you in a couple days. Goodbye.